Hi students, in this section we discussed about filter circuits. Okay, so before going to the filter circuits, I would like to recall about half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. Okay, let us see. In the rectifier circuit, the primary circuit is connected to one AC source. In the secondary circuit, we have one load resistor. Across the load resistor, we can get the output. Okay, input given AC. So this is the input. It is a sinusoidal form. Okay, now across the load resistor, output for the full wave rectifier is in this form. Okay, we discussed in the previous section. Okay, now this output is continuous and pulsative DC. Okay, so the output we didn't get the steady DC. Why? Because this output consisting of some pulses now that indicates the output has DC component, also AC component. Due to that, we can get the pulses here. So the main function of this filter circuit is to remove the AC component from the output of the rectifier. Then we have only DC component, means a steady DC can be obtained. Understand? So what is the purpose of using filters? The purpose of filters is remove the DC components from the output of the rectifier. Okay, so first of all we may discuss about one filter named as shunt capacitor filter. Shunt capacitor filter. So here I would like to connect one capacitor parallel to the load resistor. The parallel which indicates the shunt. Okay, so shunt capacitor filter is nothing but a capacitor is connected parallel to the load resistor. If you connected like this, what happening? Okay, capacitor offers some reactance to the circuit. So reactance of the capacitor is denoted by XC. Its formula 1 by omega C or 2 pi Fc. Reactance is nothing but the resistance offered by the capacitor for AC is called as the reactance. Okay, for AC we have certain definite frequency. So no doubt it is always offer some XC. But for DC, F value nearly 0. If F is 0, anything by 0 nothing but infinity now. That indicates capacitor offers infinity resistance to the DC current. That's why the DC component is does not passes through the capacitor because it offers infinity resistance now. So no doubt only DC component passes through the load resistor. Now what about the AC? So up to this we have the both DC component AC component. At the junction we may try to understand what happens in there. Okay, one point is clear. For DC, capacitor is offers infinity resistance, so DC is not possible to go through the capacitor. What about AC? Okay, to understand this, for suppose I am traveling in a car and after certain distance travel, I observe two paths. Okay, in one path, traffic is more. In another path, traffic is less. Okay, I am traveling in a car. After reaching certain distance, I observe the two paths there. Okay, in one path traffic is more, another path traffic is less. Then in which path I have to choose? Which path I have to choose? Obviously, traffic-less path now. Then I can reach our destination very fast. In the similar way, here load resistor and here one capacitor is there. If suppose the capacitance offers less reactance, then no doubt AC will be passes through it. Okay, so the AC component is bypasses to the capacitor only if the capacitor offers less resistance value. If you want XC value less, then if you want less value of XC now, so the capacitance value is more. So it's a simple thing. To send the entire AC through the capacitor, we are placing one capacitor which is parallel to the load resistor and having the capacitance value very large. Is it clear? So that is the output from the present circuit is like this. Okay, up to capacitor is completely charging means it reaches the peak value. Peak value is V0. So up to V0, capacitor is completely charged. After that, see properly, capacitor follows this path, again reaches the same value, again come like this. So it is nearly steady state now. So this is the steady state. Value is nearly steady state. It is not possible to get the complete DC. Nearly DC value will be coming due to presence of one capacitor which is connected parallel to the load resistor. Understand? So in this way, in the output, we get only steady DC. Na? Across the load resistor, we can get only steady DC. Understand? So this is about the shunt capacitor filter. Okay, what is shunt capacitor filter? A capacitance of more value connected parallel to the load resistor, then output contains only DC component. Understand now? And AC components is anything is there that will be bypassed to the capacitor. Okay, so this is about shunt capacitor filter. Please note it down. So here the average value of DC just very nearer to the peak value now. So the average DC voltage is nearly equal to the peak value of voltage. Peak value voltage means V0. Okay, this shunt capacitor filters are mostly used in the power supplies. Mostly used in power supplies. Okay, and these are the another type of filters. This is a series inductor filter. In the series inductor filter, we are connecting one inductor which is series to the load resistor. Previously, shunt capacitor filter on that capacitor is connected in parallel now, but now we are connecting an inductor which is in series. Understand? So inductor offers some reactance called XL. Okay, XL formula is omega L, that is equal to 2 pi FL. For DC, F nearly 0. If F 0, XL is nearly 0. XL is nearly 0. That means reactance is 0. Resistance offered for DC is 0. That means most of the DC only passes through the load resistor. Understand? So inductor allows only DC and it blocks AC. Capacitor allows AC and it blocks DC. Okay? Capacitor allows AC, blocks DC. Inductor allows DC and blocks AC. Understand? So the output which contains only the DC component. And another type. Here it is named as LC filter or L-type filter because here L and C are in the form of L, the shape of L. That's why it is named as LC filter. So the output from the rectifier is now passes through the inductor. Inductor allows DC na. So if any AC component is there, that AC component is bypasses through the capacitor. So only pure DC is coming across the load resistor. So this is LC filter. And this is called pi-type filter. Here from the rectifier, both DC and AC component reaches here. Capacitor allows only AC, okay, and inductor allows DC. After reaching at this position, if there is any AC is there, that AC also bypasses through the capacitor. So the output across the load resistor has only the DC components. So to get the steady DC output, we are using all these type of filters. Is it clear? Thank you.